I beg of you, please do not adjust your television set, your phone, your computer, wherever you may be watching this. You did not stumble upon some D level remake film of Looper where the younger version of Bill Maher is now after the older version of Bill Maher for his HBO money, and he's got to now slum it down with us in the lowest form of medium, which is called a critic. Hi, I'm your host, Chris Humphrey, and for those of you who do not know who I am, I'm a reviewer that reviews movies, music, books, whatever I can get my hands on to give you an opinion on things. That's right, another talking head, which the world desperately needs there. Now, today, I'm going to do something about a movie that comes out on March 31st, mostly in North America, some places in April. And I hope it gets a release in China because that's where it's probably going to make a lot of money there. It's called Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves. Now, if you're a fan of the board game, you already know what you're in for. If you're a fan of the original movie, well, or not the original, but the movie that came out in the early 2000s, good on you because I don't know many people that are. This is going to be different. A little more laughs and a little more true to how campaigning was in Dungeons and Dragons. It honestly made me feel like I was a teenager again, playing the game with my buddies from high school when we kicked my sister out of her room and played the board game for hours on weekends. And the only reason we did it is because we loved it. We had fun. It felt like a campaign stolen from my childhood. Years later, I promise, we let our sister back in, but her room was bigger, and we could do it without my brother trying to kick my nerdy ass all the time. But this is what it felt like. You're gonna like this movie. It's very comical. You have Chris Pine, who's a master with words. He's got a great ability at joking around and speaking. He's very funny, and we know that from probably like Horrible Bosses 2 and Smoking Aces. He can be very funny with his delivery, even as Captain Kirk. Uh, if it sounds like I love him, yeah, probably. And this movie probably bumps him up the list of four Chris's, top four Chris's. I think he's now number two on my list because I can't remove Chris Evans as number one, or my wife will kill me. But he does a great job. And on the other end of the spectrum, you always need a straight man when you're doing comedy bits like this, and that goes to Reggie. Does a great job at being so deadpan in this movie. It plays off of Chris Pine's character so well. I laughed at both of them there. And if you don't know who he is, he was came to fame in Bridgerton, the movie that every woman loves, or show that every woman loves, and was sad that he's not going to be in season two, but it comes out in this film that he has a very good range and he plays the character so well. A lot of fun sets in this one. I hope it gets that release in China because I think that's where it's going to make a lot of money, and it should. It should make a lot of money here. I hope it does because it's fun. You can sit there with a beer if you're in certain movie theaters, and you can sit there with popcorn and just have fun laughing at it. What people aren't going to like right off the bat. People aren't going to like the CGI. Okay. So it's not a Marvel movie, and it's not like a Lord of the Rings type movie where they put billions of dollars into the CGI. So some people are going to be like, that dragon looks terrible. That costume looks horrible. Me, I can overcome it because the comedy parts of it and the dialogue were really good. Like I said, it brought me back to a time period I liked, which is the whole point of reminiscing. I'm like, oh wow, right? But some people aren't going to like the CGI. They're going to be like, it's terrible. But I'm not a snob because, well, A, I can't make movies, and B, I don't make movies, and C, I know they didn't have the backing of Disney to help them. All right. If Disney made the mistake, I'd probably be a little bit of a snob, but I'm not. This movie was fun, entertaining. It felt like you were traveling with them, like you would there, and that's what made it cool and fun. Uh, the lighting, because the CGI can be a little poor, the lighting takes a little bit of a backseat sometimes, and that's where you can see some of the mistakes. So expect to see some of those. It's not a long movie, but it is a fun movie. I wish there was a little bit more of it. Hey, I might even like a number two, where maybe we see some more developments. The plot point is simple. I want to say it's like a guy loses a girl and goes after the girl. It's sort of like that. It has to do with his daughter and things like that. But it's literally meant to be simple because the whole point in this movie is the journey and the stupid stuff that these guys get into there. I want you guys to go see it March 31st. Tell me down below what you think of it, if you even like it. Um, if you don't like it, let me know down below. And if you don't like me, let me down below. Let me know down below too, because you're going to anyways there. But we're going to keep growing as a community, and I hope you enjoy. Uh, Go see the movie. Now, you want my rating? If you go by my past videos, you know I never give anything a 10. I never have, and I never give anything an NR. Those are the two things we're chasing. But this one was fun. I had a lot of fun. Some low points, uh, but I'm going to give it a 7. So you can see it's on my list of movies for how I've reviewed them so far this year. It's a 7. It puts it in slot number 2. Please go see it. You're going to enjoy this film. And I thank you for watching. Again, and if I don't see you again, I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Ciao. Producer, hit the music.